Joining us now from the White House is Larry Kudlow, National Economic Council Director. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. How would you characterize these talks?
Well, it's just an invitation, as far as I know. There's some discussions and information that we received that the Chinese government, the top of the Chinese government, wished to pursue talks.
Okay.
And so Secretary Mnuchin, who's the team leader with China, has apparently issued an invitation. I can't give you many details because there aren't many details. But, you know, Melissa, I always believe in most cases talking is better than not talking. So I regard this as a plus.
And how do you regard the rest of the trade talks that are going on right now? I mean, how would you characterize what's going on with Mexico and Canada? We get these reports in bits and pieces, and as you know well, the market is hanging on every word.
Well, we're doing very well with Mexico. We basically have an agreement in principle that I think will last. That came together, what, a week ago or so, 10 days ago. Give Bob Lighthizer and Jared Kushner a lot of credit. The Canadian thing's a little slow. We're still trying to get some breakthroughs. You've probably heard me say one of the big problems, I am not negotiating that directly, but one of the big problems with Canada is a four-letter word, M-I-L-K, milk. Okay, that's all. And if they would just give in, they've got tariffs, supply management systems, subsidies, price controls. Oh, my gosh, they're going to have to give in. There are other issues there. I'm not going to go through that. I will add, however, today, we had a very productive meeting with my counterpart and others from Germany. This is a U.S.-German economic dialogue. We spent several hours together talking about a range of issues, obviously including trade and the need to liberalize trade and break down barriers. And the United States and Germany joined together, hopefully to send a good message to China and others who continue to persist with unfair trading practices. So the net of the net is, I would say things look, you know, rather better, Melissa, on the world trade front.
Well, Larry, every day we get better news on the economy, it seems. Today, job openings exceed unemployed Americans once again in July. I mean, that's something that up until now never happened in my lifetime, but we had another month of that. This isn't a Goldilocks economy. This is a real daddy bear economy. I mean, this goes beyond, so far beyond Goldilocks right now. And of all things, we have a former president taking credit for it all. What do you make of President Obama's taking credit for this daddy bear economy?
Well, it's a free country. I assume they play his stuff on Twitter, do they? They don't let everyone on Twitter. But look, I'm opening up another wound. Look, let me say a couple things.
Sure.
I don't want to politicize this. I will make one remark with respect to the timing. It's not a coincidence that literally on the day after the election in November 2016. We saw the beginning of a remarkable string of steady record increases in all manner of consumer confidence and small business confidence. And by the by, we just got another number. The NFIB small business confidence is making another record high. Those trends began just about the day after the election. And I think President Trump has said, during the campaign and right afterwards, the war against business is over, the war against energy is over, the war against success is over, and we're going to move towards tax cuts and deregulation rather than tax hikes and more state-run economy. So I'll just leave that there.
Yeah.
To your other question, which I just love, something called the quit rate is rising. That means people are confident enough that they're willing to quit one job in order to get another.
Yeah.
Which is a testament not only of the jobs coming in, but the wages are rising. And that brings me to another point. Not only are paychecks getting fatter, but blue-collar paychecks, blue-collar employment is leading the charge in this expansion.
But
we have not seen this. Hang on, David. One last point.
All right, quickly.
We have not seen this kind of blue-collar run since 1984.